You brush your teeth, charge your phone, sleep, and sit every day. But what if you've been doing some of these things wrong your entire life? Most everyday mistakes aren't obvious or dramatic. They're small habits everyone accepts without questioning. But over time, these tiny errors can quietly affect your health, comfort, and productivity. Today, we're revealing 10 everyday things you're probably doing wrong, and the simple changes that can make a real difference. Brushing your teeth the wrong way. Most people think brushing harder means cleaner teeth, but that's actually wrong. Brushing too aggressively can damage enamel and irritate gums over time. Another common mistake is brushing immediately after eating, especially after acidic foods. Acid softens enamel, and brushing right away can wear it down. Many people also rush the process, brushing for less than the recommended 2 minutes. Using too much toothpaste doesn't help either. Gentle circular motions with a soft bristled brush are far more effective. Brushing twice a day is important, but technique matters more than force. This simple habit done incorrectly can quietly harm your dental health for years. This next one surprises almost everyone. Charging your phone incorrectly. Plugging your phone in overnight feels convenient, but it can shorten battery life over time. Keeping a phone at 100% for long periods puts stress on the battery. Another mistake is letting the battery drop to zero too often. Many people also use cheap or damaged charging cables, which can overheat and reduce battery efficiency. Heat is one of the biggest enemies of phone batteries. Yet phones are often charged under pillows or on soft surfaces. The healthiest habit is charging between 20 and 80% when possible. Small charging habits can significantly affect how long your phone lasts. Sitting all day with bad posture. Sitting feels harmless, but poor posture can slowly damage your body. Many people slouch, lean forward, or crane their necks toward screens for hours. This puts strain on the spine, shoulders, and neck muscles. Over time, it can cause back pain, headaches, and stiffness. Another mistake is sitting for too long without breaks. Even with good posture, staying seated all day is unhealthy. Your body's designed to move. Sitting upright with feet flat on the floor and taking regular movement breaks can greatly reduce long-term discomfort. How you sit today affects how your body feels years from now. Sleeping in the wrong position. Sleep is meant to restore your body, but the wrong sleeping position can do the opposite. Sleeping on your stomach, for example, can strain your neck and spine. Many people also use pillows that are too high or too flat, throwing the neck out of alignment. Sleeping without enough support can lead to stiffness and poor quality rest. Another common mistake is inconsistent sleep schedules, even on weekends. Your body thrives on routine. The best positions support the natural curve of the spine, especially sleeping on your back or side. Quality sleep isn't just about hours, it's about posture and consistency. This habit feels harmless, but it's doing real damage. Drinking water at the wrong times. Most people know drinking water is important, but timing matters more than they realize. Many people wait until they feel thirsty, which is already a sign of mild dehydration. Others drink large amounts all at once instead of sipping throughout the day. Drinking too much water during meals can also interfere with digestion for some people. Another mistake is replacing water with sugary or caffeinated drinks. Proper hydration supports energy, focus, and digestion. Drinking small amounts regularly is far more effective than occasional large intakes. Water is simple, but how and when you drink it can greatly impact how your body functions daily. Using your phone before bed. Scrolling on your phone before sleeping feels relaxing, but it actually makes falling asleep harder. The blue light from screens interferes with melatonin, the hormone that controls sleep. This tricks your brain into thinking it's still daytime. Many people also engage with stressful or exciting content, keeping the mind alert when it should be calming down. Even short screen use can reduce sleep quality. Another mistake is keeping the phone within reach, leading to late-night checking. Replacing screen time with reading or quiet activities helps the brain unwind. This habit may seem harmless, but it silently damages sleep over time. Washing your hands incorrectly. Most people wash their hands quickly, thinking water alone is enough. In reality, proper hand washing requires soap and at least 20 seconds of scrubbing. Many people miss key areas like fingertips, thumbs, and between fingers. Another mistake is turning off the tap with clean hands after touching it with dirty ones. Hand washing is one of the most effective ways to prevent illness, yet it's often rushed. Drying hands properly also matters, as damp hands spread germs more easily. This everyday habit is simple, but when done wrong, it becomes far less effective at protecting your health. Breathing the wrong way. Breathing happens automatically, so most people never think about it. However, many people breathe too shallowly, using only the chest instead of the diaphragm. This limits oxygen intake and can increase stress and fatigue. Mouth breathing is another common mistake, especially during sleep. It can dry the mouth and affect overall breathing efficiency. Deep, slow breathing through the nose supports better oxygen flow and relaxation. Poor breathing habits can affect focus, posture, and energy levels. Learning to breathe properly may seem minor, but it can improve both physical and mental well-being more than most people realize. Carrying bags on one side. Only carrying backpacks or bags on one shoulder might feel comfortable, but it creates muscle imbalance over time. Many people consistently load one side of their body, forcing muscles to compensate. This can lead to shoulder, neck, and back pain. Heavy bags worsen the problem, especially when carried for long periods. Another mistake is wearing backpacks too low, which strains the spine. Switching sides regularly and adjusting straps properly can reduce stress on the body. How you carry your belongings every day may not seem important, but it can quietly shape posture and cause discomfort over the years. Multitasking. Constantly. Many people believe multitasking makes them more productive, but research shows the opposite. Switching between tasks reduces focus and increases mistakes. The brain needs time to adjust each time attention shifts. Constant multitasking also increases mental fatigue and stress. Using phones while working, eating, or even talking reduces the quality of all activities involved. Another mistake is thinking younger people are better at multitasking. They're not. Focusing on one task at a time improves efficiency and results. Slowing down and giving full attention may feel uncomfortable at first, but it leads to better performance and less exhaustion in daily life. Fixing small habits changes everything. The most surprising thing about these mistakes is how normal they feel. None of them seem dangerous on their own, but over time, small habits shape health, comfort, and productivity. The good news is that awareness is the first step to improvement. You don't need drastic changes, just smarter ones. Correcting everyday habits can improve how you feel without extra effort or cost. Life doesn't require perfection, but it does reward better choices. Once you start paying attention, you'll realize how many small changes can make a big difference. Which one of these habits surprised you the most? Tell me in the comments, and if you enjoy science-backed everyday tips, subscribe to Vaulted Views. Thanks for watching.